Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Professor Choi. I have received again several questions about what app do I use to invest, so I figure I will make a video about it. So the question has been, what app do I use to invest? Which immediately I always turn it into, what broker-dealer app do I use to invest? Most people who are not quite familiar with investments will start by basically talking about apps and then eventually realize that there's a company behind that and that some of the simplest apps that you can get out there would not offer you the best services that you need. So even though you can get started investing with pretty much anything, eventually you may want to graduate into a better broker dealer. So let's talk about that. So first, the basics about the vocabulary for this, and what I'm really going to do today, by the way, is give you some hints on how to go about shopping for the broker dealer that you want to deal with. So an app is just a program that is used to interact with the user. A lot of people are interacting today on their phones, so that's why they use the word app, but in reality, there are multiple platforms that they can use in order to interact with the user. The majority of the best platforms out there for you to interact with them are usually on PC or basically on either Mac or PC, so they're online and they're not usually on your phone. Phone apps are usually created basically for the platform. In other words, so you can click on things with your thumb and you can browse and see things easily, but they're not the most comprehensive. So, in my opinion, you should be looking for a broker-dealer that has both, that has access to internet through your PC or something more complicated, maybe a tablet with a bigger screen, or also with your phone. The broker-dealer is basically the company that is going to be executing, keeping, maintaining your trades, your stocks, your investments, your wallet, your crypto, or whatever it is that you're doing the investment on. So the answer to the question really depends on what you want to do with that app. In other words, if you're going to be a sort of passive investor, or if you're going to be a person that's going to be doing this regularly. So if you're sort of passive, then there are a lot of them out there where basically you can just give them your money and they'll put it on a particular fund for you. Or if you're going to be an active individual, then maybe you want all the graphs and all the bells and whistles. So the answer depends really on what you want to do with it. It also depends on where you live in the world, by the way. And I'm become aware that there's people out there watching my videos that are not from where I live. So to sum it up, the choices are endless. And what I'm going to do now again is really show you how to kind of go about shopping for that. And imagine I basically see myself as a sort of somebody who's going to go online right now, and I'm going to try to figure out what choices do I want to make. So I gave you a quick list of choices right here on this particular slide, but what I'm going to do next is really I'm going to go online and show you sort of like how to shop about this. So simple ones, for example, to start is something like CashUp. CashUp is very popular. It's easy to get started. Your CashUp, create an account, and you can also use it to basically pay people with it. I'm pretty sure this is not the only service, but it's the one that came to my mind. Easy to do, easy to execute. It also gives you the ability to buy stocks with it. I have not used it personally because I use a broker with more abilities, but CashUp, can do some of these very basic transactions for you. Now, the other day I heard about this company called Acorns, and they are trying to basically help everyone invest. So I decided, well, let me talk a little bit about them because the idea sounds very nice. And it solved one of the problems that I had with another question from a student who asked me, well, how about if I want to invest something for my son? And let's say your son is 1. And I got to tell you, investing at a really, really early age is probably the best idea ever because your account grows with time and the longer you are in the market, the more likely you are to make more money. So if you can get even a small account started for your children, it will be a really good idea to do it young. And Acorn is one of those companies that is interested in doing that for us. Now, if you're going to be an active trader or sort of a semi-professional when you're doing this kind of stuff, then here's a list of some of the ones that I like. So, TD Ameritrade, Webull, Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, ETrade. You can even do it with your local banks, stuff like Chase or Wells Fargo. And Robinhood is something that was being very popular with a lot of people. If you're going to be trading crypto, then the only one that I recommend right now is this company called Coinbase, which is based in the US. All right, so let's go online and let's try to shop around for some of these, so we can start figuring out, which will be a good match for you. Now, let me start by basically just going to a financial website, something like Yahoo Finance. Now, why am I going to start with Yahoo Finance? Well, the biggest reason is because if you live in a different country and the apps that I'm about to show you are not really for you because you live in a different country, then don't worry, because if you go to a financial website, the ones that will show up will basically be for your country. In other words, the ones that are showing up as the commercials for pretty much anything around here at some point will be something that you can trade with. So as you saw up here, there was a commercial already for TD Ameritrade. Right here, see, there's a commercial for TD Ameritrade, as you can see. So if you want to, look for an app in your country and you're not quite sure where to start, then I will basically just start by going into a financial website that has basically some kind of commercial on it. And looks like Google Finance right now doesn't have anything. And the commercials, see, will start showing up for you, and that will give you a bit of an idea of what can you use in order to trade. So let me show you CashUp. All right, CashUp begins for most people on their phones. Very few people sign in through the website, and this app will basically help you send money to other people that have CashUp. So you can, put money on it and then pay other people with it. Usually it's on Google Play or App Store where the app is, and most people use it like that. All right. Again, this is it will allow you to invest, very simple transactions, nothing major. Let's go find Acorns. Again, this is a sort of newer company, and as you can see, they have apps, which something that people like. They want to have access to the stuff on the phone. But the best part about it is really what they're trying to do. So they're trying to make it easy for people to invest and for them to invest spare change automatically. In other words, it's not like a company like, say, Fidelity, for example, that would work through your employer to create a 401k for your company. It's more like a company where you can throw spare change here and there, and you basically invest on something automatically based, I'm assuming, on some kind of profile that they will build for you, or you tell them, exactly what you're looking for. They would give you access to smart portfolios designed by experts that would automatically grow your money depending on, how you want to grow this money. Not only that, they would give you eventually, education as well, so you can start learning a little bit more about how to do this. And you can also invest for your kids. So, you can start it's something called Acorns early, and you can set up an investment account for your kids so they can have some money for the future. Okay? So anyway, I saw this the other day and I thought it was great. Now here we're going into the more like semi-pro platforms, and TD Ameritrade is one of those that I really like. They have access to endless accounts and the types, and they also have really good platforms for you to use. So this one's used by pros, semi-pros. They also have 2 apps for your phones, which in my opinion work as well as anything else out there. So TD Ameritrade is extremely useful. They are in the process, by the way, they've been doing this for a while now, the process of merging with Charles Schwab, which used to specialize mostly on investment advice for the fairly wealthy. But now, again, by merging with TD Ameritrade, which specializes usually for traders, it will become, in my opinion, a more comprehensive service. Okay, so this is one platform. Again, it has multiple platforms. The most comprehensive is the one that they have for PC or Mac. They have platforms as well for your tablet and your smartwatch and your phones. Okay, so basically you get all the different platforms that you want. Now they also have plenty of education, which is the one of the key things that I'm always looking for on a lot of these brokers is, if you're interested in learning something, how do you figure it out? And what better to learn it from your broker? Okay, so they have plenty of support as well, and just like pretty much everybody else today, they're commission free for online trading of most stocks. All right, now here's another example of something that you could use, a company called Webull. Okay, now again, a company, Webull is another, let's call it sort of Robinhood type. And one of the advantages of Webull is that not only they allow you to trade stocks, options, ETFs, but they're expanding also into some cryptos. So, most people trading today usually have 2 or 3 accounts because some other brokers don't have access to crypto. So you would use your broker for stocks, bonds, ETFs, etc. But you would use a different account for crypto. Webull is trying to put all that stuff together, including the purchasing and selling of crypto. So let me show you a company, another company that you can use again. Vanguard. Vanguard is more of a professional service. So they basically, they get together with you and your company a lot of the times. If you have a company, if you work for somebody who wants to create something like this, and they set up an account for you, and they give you access to some other excellently created portfolios. Okay, they also let you do it on your own today, but of course they offer lots and lots of advice and excellent funds for most people. So if you want to, for example, open an education plan for your children, 529 plan, or if you want to have, an IRA, a Roth IRA created to a retirement account. All right, another excellent company for this kind of stuff is Fidelity. Again, Fidelity, just like Vanguard, they like to specialize really on that, hands-on sort of help with people. So they give you guidance. They also give you access to very low expense ratio funds, and they provide help with, from lots and lots of different places. So they give you tools to guide you through investing. So if you're one of those people that basically needs, let's call it a bit more hand holding, then they have all these different tools to help you. Okay, and again, they're an excellent. Most of the Fidelity people that I know are investing on their retirement accounts through their employer, but Fidelity does have all these options, again, where you could buy mutual funds, retirements, also individual stocks, ETFs, even a 529 plan, annuities you can even buy as well, life insurance. So it's a very comprehensive place to go. What they don't have is trading platforms. Vanguard also doesn't have that. At least not that I know of right now. All right. As I said, Schwab is now merging with the Ameritrade, so that will be a different service soon enough. Let me show you ETrade. ETrade, by the way, is one of those, believe it or not, it's one of those the original people that actually did try to bring trading to everyone. So this ETrade was created when most brokerages did not really let people trade by themselves. Okay, so this is one of those original trading platforms, but most people would recognize today as the Robinhood type of platforms. Okay, they do give you notice that most of the things that they have are basically stocks, options, mutual funds, ETFs. They let you trade on futures also, and you have access to some banking as well. All right. Now, in case you did not know, and you have already a relationship with a big bank, and I'm picking on some of the two largest banks in the U.S., like JP Morgan Chase. All right. Of course, JP Morgan Chase is a bank, but nowadays they also give you access to online investing. So for those of you who basically just want, you just want to venture out a little bit more, but you don't want to get out of somebody you're used to, then JP Morgan Chase today gives you the ability to self-direct invest as well, which is again what you're going to be doing if you're on Robinhood or any of these other platforms. So you could do it with Chase today. Chase also have a fantastic service, by the way, for people who have, I think it's about $250,000 or more. So if you're one of those people, with a lot of money, then they have investments with JP Morgan Chase, and they give you advice. Wells Fargo, I believe, also lets you do this. Okay, so Wells Fargo also lets you have a self-directed investment account on top of all their banking services that they do. So again, today you can do the self-direct investing with your bank, same people that you normally be banking with. Most of the large banks today have that ability. Let me go to Bank of America, which is another very popular bank in the US. Okay, so again, you have the ability to build your own portfolio, in the case of Bank of America through Merrill Lynch. Okay? All right, now Robinhood, very common for a lot of people. Now, Robinhood was one of those companies that basically brought the price of buying and selling stocks to zero. They were one of the originals to do that. They do get paid by what we call order flow. So basically they sell their order flow to other people, and that's how they make money. All right. So anyway, Robinhood specializes mostly on this platform that they have for your phone. Okay. So it is again not one of those that has a solid sort of internet platform presence, but they do have a pretty good platform for your phone that a lot of people like. Now let me tell you about Coinbase. Coinbase is basically the only platform that I would recommend for investing in cryptocurrency or trading cryptocurrency in the United States. The reasons for that are multiple. The biggest one being the fact that you get a wallet with it as well. In some places, like for example, if you invest in crypto in Robinhood, you don't get a wallet. What you have instead is the broker holds the crypto for you, and they have it in their wallet. So it's a difference between you have your own versus they have your crypto. I'm just one of those people, by the way, that likes to have my own thing. So anyway, the only one that I recommend in the US to trade crypto is Coinbase, and most people are already using Coinbase in the US. So this is what I would recommend. And Coinbase is recently a listed company as well, so they've been around for quite a while. They are based in the US, And if anything goes wrong again, the reason that they're based in the US, so you have somebody to talk to. Okay? So this is the reason why they're one of the most trusted cryptocurrencies platforms in the world. Basically because you have secure storage. You're also protected by crypto insurance. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what they say. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video today, giving you a bit of an idea of what app to use to invest. Remember that if you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel and also watch a lot of the other videos that I have that might be helpful for you, especially this video on this playlist that I have that's called Simple Steps for a Better Financial Future, which will help you set up for a better financial future, or the playlist of Investing for Beginners, which will teach you lots of different things about investing if you're a beginner. All right, so it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you very much for listening to Professor Choi today.